What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Last Good Podcast. Back again with another episode. My name is Nick Della. I'm here with Los Juanos.
Yeah, what's up, everybody?
Juan, how was your weekend?
It's been great. How's yours?
It's been good. It's been good. We're back here again. We have another guest. This guest is from kind of a place that we're not familiar with, Facebook, right?
Yes, sir.
But you actually did create a Facebook channel that you are gaming channel that you're actually streaming and going to be putting out content on there, right?
Starting that out fresh right now.
Nice. I got to tune in. I'm going to create one too. I guess I got to create a Facebook and start all that. So once that's up, I'll let you know. I think you already started and you already put a post out on your Instagram. So make sure to go to Los Juanos' Instagram and check that out. But Juan, without further ado, why don't you introduce who we have on the show today?
All right. Today we got CheffyB up in here, a streamer from Facebook, also a U.S. veteran, and an avid Tarkov player. Now, Cheffy, you and I, we met a while back, a few weeks ago, and if I remember correctly, it was on Tarkov, and it was on the customs map, and you might have finessed me and my boy.
Yeah. No, you're good. I was trying to remember exactly how that happened.
I was trying to remember too, because there's been like a couple times where I got pretty finessed, but I think we pushed 3 stories, and I think you might have been up there already, and I think you jumped off the roof and caught us somehow, like caught one of us and then jumped off the roof and caught me.
Were you were by the stairs, right, on up against the wall?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that one.
And now, how long have you been playing Tarkov for?
I started playing. I've been watching it since I'd probably say December time frame.
Okay, so
and then I picked it up in February, so I've been playing pretty heavy since then. I was full on Apex when I first started streaming, so as soon as I hit Tarkov, like I had heard about it, but I never looked into it. And then a few buddies started streaming it, and yeah.
So what are you streaming on right now? What platforms?
I'm on Facebook currently right now. I thought about doing the branch out and trying different things, but I like Facebook. The home seems pretty nice and welcoming, I guess. Yeah, right. Exactly.
If it's working, don't change it up.
Yep, exactly.
Cool.
Yeah, Facebook seems like it has a really good platform in the sense that their advertising is really well, because sometimes I'll just be like scrolling through watching videos and other streamers will pop up as I'm scrolling through, and I might not even be watching anything gaming related, but like something with like Apex or Call of Duty will pop up.
Yep, exactly.
I'll see someone streaming or something. I'm like, what the heck? Like, I don't follow them, but I'll watch them.
Yeah, it's weird, like the little algorithm it sets for like how we can basically not promote our videos, but like in a sense show them to certain people. So you can do age ranges, you can do male, female, you can do locations. So like I can kind of decide where my stuff gets seen to a point. Like if you pay for it, you can get it a lot more localized. Like, hey, I want, I want 31 to 14-year-old males to be seeing this, because that's our biggest demographic as gamers. So you go and look at something like that. There are people that pay for those things. I don't do that. I try to do organic, so I just let it be seen. If it's seen, it's seen. All the better. I try to let my entertainment and stuff speak for me. Like you said, you try to have the flashy stuff, try to draw people in. I don't have that too much, but I'm working on it.
Yeah. That'll come with time. I mean, once you figure out what you want to do, what kind of show you want to put on, I guess. Because streaming's a show pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
And what are you streaming right now? I know you said you were Tarkov, but anything else?
So I try to do cooking as often as I can. And I have greater ideas of where I'm trying to take my stream idea. It's not just video games. Like I'm trying to go a whole nother level with it. But
and what is that more or less? If you get into it?
Yeah, I know that's fine. So my bigger idea is I have like ideas that I want to pitch to Facebook Gaming or Facebook Watch. I know you have shows on Facebook Watch that they're trying to have like original content, you know.
Right.
I like the ideas that they did with or that YouTube did with Hot Ones. I don't know if you guys ever check that out, where the dude eats the wings and interviews the people.
Oh yeah.
So I like video gaming. I like cooking. You know, I generally snack when I play, or I'm always drinking something, or I have cooking shows or streams. I got probably about 15, I think, under my belt right now on the thing. Basically, I want to combine the two. I want to do kind of like a little interview, like where we sit, we talk about what they do, try to keep it to the gaming world. It could be obviously from magazine writers in video games to creators to, you know, designers, whatever. Interview those people, find out what games they like, play those games. Halfway through, merge over into snack world. We go make us one of their favorite snacks, or, you know, a viewer submitted, you know, recipe or something real quick. Make that up. Boom, you got a little show. That's kind of my idea. I'd like to bring it that route.
That's pretty dope, because like in the gaming community, it's just straight gaming. So this is like a nice twist, merging two worlds together.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems pretty clear from what I've seen from your streams that you love cooking. I mean, it's in your name, CheffyB, and your logo. So
yeah.
Now, how'd you come to decide to do something like that, like with CheffyB and all that?
Well, the nickname CheffyB, actually, I mean, honestly, it really has nothing to do with cooking at all.
Okay.
Which a lot of people are like, really?
So, I'm like, really?
Yeah, right. So it's really it's one of those like nicknames. It's kind of dumb almost, but I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Half Baked.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you remember the part where Samson has them all held up near the end? I don't remember what's his name. Jim Brewer's friend, the other one, not Dave Chappelle, but the other guy. Anyways, he had him held up, and he was like, "Yo, I'm Cuban, B," and the guy yells, "Yes, Cuban B." So that part right there, the Cuban B, started that. My buddy got just beyond baked, and we all used to live together, and I was the cook because I could cook. So they would, you know, my buddy just really baked one time, yells out, "Yes, CheffyB," and from there, that's where it stuck. Don't ask me. Like I said, it's one of the dumbest nicknames I've ever heard, but you know, I've run with it, and it works out. You know, it works out pretty well for me. I do like cooking. I've never been a professional chef or anything. When I was a kid, I didn't watch cartoons. I watched Food Network. I watched Emerald Live. You know, Bobby Flay. I watched those guys when I was younger.
Oh wow.
I
watched a lot of that stuff. Well, Nick and I both came up in the restaurant industry, so
okay,
that's like our background.
Gotcha. I mean, I worked at a Bojangles. I marinated. I did the chicken and all that, so that was kind of my deal. So I mean, I guess I can fry some meat and chicken.
Hey, all right. It's a good base right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I literally thought Cheffy was like, because he was chef and it just was catchy.
Yeah, and it definitely works out that way. As far as my icon, I definitely had a different idea originally, because I had a picture of like a chef with a chef hat, and he had like a butcher's blade like this, and then a keyboard like this, like crossed in front of him. That was my original idea, and then it kind of turned into what it is now. And I'm sure over time it'll change again.
And then what are you cooking? Well, like, what is like your, I guess, specialty? I feel like every chef has a specialty. What's like yours? Like, is it a certain type of food? Is it a
certain way of food? Maybe like the mine would probably be the bottom of the like cabinet cooking. Like I'm one of those, I can pull something out of nothing.
Oh, like so scratch.
Like like I can root through the cabinet. You know, it ain't quite grocery day yet, so like where you're like halfway in between, you're starting to run out of shit. You know, you start looking through the cabinets. I can pull something out of nothing. You know
those are usually the best deals too.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
That's how you come up with like those crazy new recipes. Like you got like a select few things to work with, and you got to manage it, make it work.
Oh yeah, 100%. And the worst part is like I never like write anything down. So I'm just like, I think I put this in there. I put a little bit of that in there. All right, we're good to go.
Well, that's what works because like I said, Nick and I came from the restaurant industry, so you see these chefs like throw things together, and they just do it all off their head, and they don't have anything written down. And then when it like goes well, then they have to like slowly go through it again and write everything down so that other people can make it too.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I don't know. I usually try to like I know the flavors and tastes that I like, and I know the flavors and tastes that my family likes. So I generally try to keep it similar in that range. But yeah, I love cooking. I've always loved cooking.
When did you start streaming, Cheffy? Like, was this something that just happened recently when you started playing Tarkov, or?
So I don't really know what one of my bigger influences, I guess, in the streaming world is Dr. Savage. Let me backtrack. I started watching streaming with like Stone Mountain, Soul Tech, Audio Freak, Pool Shark, those guys.
Okay.
And they were all running Apex. And I was playing Apex at the time. So I was like, cool. I like Apex. It's a fun game. It's fast paced. I'm used to like Unreal Tournament, Counter-Strike. It's kind of the things I grew up with. So I was like, all right, cool. So started playing that. And then I caught Dr. Savage one night. I don't know. It was like 10 o'clock at night. I was just like laying in bed, and he was he was small. I think he had like maybe 1,200 followers at the time. And we were just sitting, I was the only one in there. We were just sitting there bullshitting. And I was asking about streaming, things like that, just different questions about it. He just sat there and bullshitted with me the whole time. And that kind of I was like, I love that interaction. I love being able to talk to somebody while I'm playing a game. It's just, it fit naturally for me. I'm a very charismatic person. I like talking to people. So it was perfect for me. And I think just the streaming jump to do it was just super easy. Like for me, it was because of my personality. I was able to jump right into it. Mm-hmm. So I've been streaming. I started December of last year. December 1st was my first stream.
Oh wow!
Of 2019.
No. Yeah, I don't think people.
2019. So not a full year yet.
I don't think people realize how personal streaming can be, especially when you're starting off and everything. Like I know everyone sees people like Ninja and Dr. Respect, like Dr. Lupo. They don't really interact all that much with their streamers, but like I saw you like the tweet yesterday, and it really got me right in the heart. That tweet about the kid with depression and the streamer that was helping him out, like would check on him from time to time.
Oh man, that hurt so bad.
I was reading that and I was like, Jesus.
Can you imagine getting that email, bro?
Yeah.
That hurts just thinking about it. God.
So to fill you in, Nick, a little bit, like Cliff Notes version of this tweet, this streamer was starting. He's still pretty new, but he had this kid that would come into his stream, and I guess he became it's from what it sounded like, he became a moderator, and he suffered from depression. And the streamer would talk to him every day, every once in a while, and they would even text. And then I guess like the kid just stopped answering for a while, and then it turned out that the person took their own life because of like what they were going through. And then his family reached out to the streamer because they saw that he would always message them, and they're like, oh, we think it's appropriate that we let you know that so and so ended his life, but we're grateful for everything you did for him and stuff like that. So reading that, I was like, man, like small streamers, like you might not think anything of it, like some people gloss over it, but I mean they do big things. Whether you have 500 followers or 2,000, they're still big things.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think that's overlooked too. Like the interaction with your community is definitely something that's important.
Oh yeah.
100%. Even when I was streaming, I'd get kids to reach out to me like, "Oh, you streaming today? Like, I'm bored. I have nothing to do." Or they really count on you. They depend on you. And like me and Juan always say, it's not an easy job. Like you got to entertain. You got to, help those who need it, and they'll reach out to you too. I've gotten messages like that. Like, Nick, I'm not like this, or I'm not in the right headspace, or what's your opinion on what's going on in the world? It's all, a lot of stuff's going on out there, and like people depend on you and they rely on you. They think you're funny. They think you're, a friend that they don't have. You know what I mean? So
yeah, 100%. And I think like me having a military kind of background helps with that, because if you're in the military, they drill suicide awareness. Be aware of these things, help your buddies out. Always look out for the guy to your left and your right. Kind of thing. So it works out in the streaming aspect because like you said, they reach out, I reach out. It's nice having that community aspect of, I guess, brotherhood or whatever that you can, depend on or lean on if you don't have it at home. You know what I mean? And I get it. And I'm sure a lot of other people get it too, that there are people out there, a lot of people out there, especially in the gaming world, who don't have anybody to lean on because they take gaming as that's their escape. So if they can reach out to somebody through gaming, hey, more power to them. I'm all for it.
That's another like avenue people could talk about, like, help coping with mental illness and stuff like that. Like gaming's definitely an escape for a lot of people.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
You see a lot of that, like on, like, especially on Twitter. Like you see a lot of people who are pretty vocal about like mental illness and things like that in the gaming community, which is pretty dope.
Yeah, definitely. 1,000% support anyone reaching out if you're have ever any issues mental wise, or just you need somebody to talk to. Reach out to anybody, myself, any of these guys. I'm sure anyone will listen.
Of course.
So yeah,
definitely. I have like a friend I made when I streamed on Mixer, and to this day I still play with him. He's this kid from the UK, and he was going through some stuff. Like his mom was sick. She had some surgeries, things like that. And to this day, we still talk. I'll hop on Xbox still and I'll play Overwatch with him, things like that. Or I'll just message him on the Xbox app to check up because like he's a good kid and like his mom's better now. His family's doing well. So I was just talking to him the other day. He was saying how everything's kind of back to normal in the UK after all the COVID stuff. So people are like going out, everyone's wearing masks, so it's good.
Good.
That's the best part of streaming is that you get people from all over the world. So you might think stuff's bad in the USA or whatever, but you go out to like you could go like UK, or I have a friend in Scotland. I call them my friends because like you talk to them, you know what I mean? Like pretty much pen pals at this point, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I have a friend in Scotland. I think I got a friend in Ireland. So it's like people across the world. It's kind of crazy when you put it like in a picture format, right? And see them like, wait, I'm over here, he's over here, and we talk and. I don't know. I think it's super. I think that's the coolest part of streaming. Meeting people all around the world.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, for sure.
So, Cheffy, so going into your military background, did you go anywhere cool? What time period did you serve more or less?
So I was in for 7 years. I joined in 2010. When straight to Hawaii. That was my first duty station. After basic and AIT, was in Virginia for AIT. Georgia for basic, so nothing crazy there. Did 2 years. I lived in Hawaii for a year, then deployed to Afghanistan for a year. Then I came back to Hawaii. Came back here to North Carolina. That's where I live now. And then I was here for a while. Deployed again to Afghanistan, and then went to Africa towards the end, right before I got out. That was nice. So
yeah.
And what was your MOS out there?
I was a 15 Foxtrot aircraft electrician. Worked on Blackhawks and Chinooks.
Nice. Yeah, I got a buddy who does fueling for fighter jets.
Okay.
And then my brother was a mechanic he is a mechanic in the Army, but he was stationed out in Hawaii for a while, which he liked but hated at the same time because he said it's either really poor over there or really nice. Like there's he was telling me there's a big divide.
Oh yeah, there's a huge homeless community in Hawaii. It's actually unsettling when you actually look at it, from outsiders, standpoint, being that I wasn't born and raised there, and I lived there for 2 years, but you definitely see it and you're like, wow, this is actually really crazy. But yeah, no, it's definitely a beautiful place. It is one of those hate it or love it kind of places because you get island fever real quick because you're used to being able to travel states upon states. I'm cool. To me, I was born and raised in the South, so to me, it feels like an island version of the South. So
Okay.
it works out pretty good for me. Everybody's got big jacked up trucks, or they're riding around on 4-wheelers and dirt bikes.
Yeah.
That's
Nice,
home and
nice.
life for me.
How was the traveling aspect of the military? Did you like it?
For me, it was easy. Growing up, my dad worked in chicken processing plants, and he was a maintenance guy, and he was always moving, changing positions, getting higher up the scale in the maintenance world. So we were always moving every 2 or 3 years. So I mean, honestly, it was pretty easy fit for me, and I just kind of slid right into it. I mean, it was felt like normal. You know what I mean? All right, 2-3 years up, time to move.
Yeah.
So it worked out all right. But as far as how it works, it's not easy at all. They definitely they make you pay for moving, like physically and mentally.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I bet.
But I mean, it's not bad though.
That was always the attractive part to me about the military, is the fact that I could be in like Hawaii and then Arizona and then Japan if I need. You know what I mean? If they were wherever you're stationed, I'm pretty sure it's harder than that. But
one of the craziest parts is, depending on whatever your MOS is, a lot of them, it's a small world, so you will more than likely meet some of the same people. Like in the beginning of your career, you'll meet them 5-6 years down the road, and you'll be like, "Oh shit, I remember you!" And now you're stationed together, hanging out. You know what I mean? So you definitely get that, like I said, camaraderie feeling, and it works out awesomely. Actually, I think I like it.
What was your favorite deployment so far?
So I feel like I have the best memories from my first one, which is my year deployment. Just it felt like, I guess, whatever you've heard from people about deploying during the war on terrorism to Afghanistan, to Kandahar, like you get that. That's what it felt like to me. We got bombed every other day or so. They were trying to hit somewhere on post. It just kind of became an everyday part of life. You kind of get used to it. You get some amenities there, but sometimes you don't. You're going, 16 hours and you're hot, fucking sweaty. Okay, now it's nighttime. It's 70 degrees. You're like, oh, it's cold. So it's just, you take it with a grain of salt. But yeah, I would have to say my first one's probably my favorite. Just, I have the best memories, I think, there.
Yeah. So that's probably when you really solidified all these relationships and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. That actually kind of brought, I guess, like a lot of, I didn't join the military for patriotic reasons. I joined to support, my family and, those around me. But it definitely, my patriotism, I guess you would say, from my defense of the flag and the army and everything, that came when I deployed. Because I saw what other people thought of us, and I saw what we uphold to other people. So I was like, yeah, I like it.
Yeah. Nice. Well, thank you for serving the country, right?
No, man, no worries. I appreciate it. Appreciate your support.
Yeah. So, Cheffy, how do you break down your streaming schedule now? Like, are you I know you said you do cooking, so is Mondays cooking or Tuesdays cooking or Wednesday streaming? How do you break it up?
Well, as far as cooking, I should probably do it a lot more than I do. My original schedule in mind was to, stream the days I do stream, which is pretty much 6 days a week. I stream 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern time. And then Sundays I'm off. I don't do anything. I might mess around on videos or whatever, but that's it. But as far as cooking, no, I don't really have a schedule. I kind of just, when I feel the bug, I'm like, I'm gonna pop it up and I'll record it, or I'll go live. And I don't record them. I just go live every time. Like, it's not something I record, edit, like me carrying around my phone doing live video while I'm cooking. Obviously, it's not the best production value standpoint, but to me, it has that personal feel, as you were talking about earlier. It gives you that, like, okay, this is a real dude. This is a real house. Like this is his life. This is what he's doing. He's cooking for him and his wife. So it's definitely, something I want to do more, and I think I am going to have more of a schedule with it. I just haven't worked it out yet.
Now, do you work out anything like on like Instagram Live or like on YouTube with your streams after recorded? Do you like post them out over there, like clips and stuff like that?
I want to.
It's a lot of work. I
Yeah.
Hours in the day,
Exactly. I have a YouTube. I think I've posted like maybe 1 or 2 videos to it. I've started that, but I just haven't made the full jump into it and sat down and devoted like, all right, I'm only going to stream this many hours a day, and I'm going to do content creation this many hours of the day. It's just so many steps on this path, you know.
No. You gotta like regiment yourself and change your whole like lifestyle just for this.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there anything like that you wish you knew like before you started that you know now that you think other people should definitely know?
I didn't realize how much time it would take out of your life. So if definitely if it's something that you're serious about and trying to make a career out of, definitely make sure you have the time to put into it, because it's going to take a lot. And I'm nowhere near where I want to be, but I feel like I'm on the right path, and it's taking a lot of time. So yeah, definitely make sure you got time.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely taking hours out. I mean, you're streaming 6 days a week, so you're taking what was it, 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. So
yeah, I'm lucky because my wife works at home, so she works from like 7 to 3. So that way, usually when she starts work, I start work, and you know, I can get a few hours in. I don't really have to do much, and then after that, then that's honeydew list. Time to clean, time to, you know, make sure the dogs are good, all this stuff, and then I usually cook dinner as well, because my wife goes to the gym. So yeah, it's fun.
Streaming, like I said, it's a lot of work, commitment for sure.
Oh yeah.
You got to be committed, and I think the most important part of streaming is consistency.
Yeah, that's the best word I've learned, bro.
And now, do you still watch like a lot of streamers still? Because I know you said you watch like certain streamers, ask them about like how to get into it and things like that. Do you still watch them and then try to learn from their streams?
Yes, I do. I still watch. I don't watch as many as I used to. Like when I was first starting into this, I was everywhere. I was on everybody's stream. You know, a good part of my time that I could have spent streaming was spent watching other people stream.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right. I feel like I need to back off of this and like focus on mine a little bit more. But yeah, no, I still definitely try to. I hop in, you know, type my little thing out, hit the like, hit the share. You know, I try to do as much as I can. And especially when I'm done with streaming, whoever I raid or whatever, I'll pop over to their stream and I'll hang out with them for a good 10, 15 minutes, you know, just bullshit with them. I try to share the same love that's shared to me. I may not be in everyone's stream, but I try to pop in as many as I can.
Yeah, that's what I learned a lot. Like when I was streaming, is if you like interact within the community, like you'll grow a lot. Like, you know, be friends with those little streamers, or, you know, even if someone's a little better than you or a little doing better numbers, and not that they're better than you, but like better numbers, you know, reach out to them, ask for help, you know, see what they could do. And most times people are pretty helpful. So
what made you stop streaming?
I just started a new job, and honestly, it's like you said, it's time consuming, but that's a good one. I wasn't expecting that. So I'm all words.
So I had this question asked me, and I always thought it was a good question. This is something my wife asked me. I was like, you know, I want to go play the game or whatever, you know. And she was like, why aren't you streaming? I was like, I just want to play the game. She's like, if you're playing the game, you might as well be streaming. So let me ask you this. Do you still play video games?
Yeah. If I said no, I'd be lying. I said no. It's definitely
yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna use this as an excuse. My internet's hasn't been that good.
I got you.
No, I swear, like I'm not using an excuse.
True, because Nick will keep like disconnecting from Discord somehow, and I'm like, what is going on?
A lot of people been having internet issues, like everywhere. I know it's odd, strange. Anyways. Yeah,
but no, I'll get back into it. Plus, Mixer closed. That's where I was mostly streaming on. I'm gonna use that as an excuse too.
Were you a partner on Mixer?
No, I haven't applied. I had all the qualifications to apply for it. I didn't go through with it.
Oh man, you should have. You would automatically had partner on Facebook if you come over.
Yeah, they started getting true. They started getting pretty like I guess nitty and picky with who they were partnering.
Oh,
I knew a guy who had I was at around 6,000 followers, somewhere around there, and I had a decent fan base, pretty good chat interaction. There's a guy with 14K followers, and his stream numbers were all good. He streamed consistently, met all the requirements, and I think he applied and they denied him. And I guess they said something like your chat interaction wasn't up to par, pretty much. And I was like, wow, yeah,
wow.
Yeah.
So like people interacting back and forth in his chat, or just...
I guess I don't know. Yeah, I guess the message to I guess streaming time wasn't what they wanted. I don't know how they did
it.
Some weird algorithm.
Yeah, so that was a little discouraging. Plus, I'm pretty sure Juan's the same way. Just trying to find a new home.
Yeah, I was testing out Facebook yesterday, but I couldn't get my stream to work, so just kind of put that aside.
Just hit me up. I got you.
Help you out, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, I got you on Facebook. I don't know about Twitch, but I got you on Facebook, man.
Yeah, because I was using OBS Streamlabs, and then it would say you need a game for Facebook, and I'm like, my game's up. I see it on here, and I was like, I don't know what's going on.
So the best way is just go live through Streamlabs.
Yeah,
and you could just type the search for the game. It pulls it up like you're going through Facebook. It's super easy. Like once you figure it out, you're like, wow, really? All right, cool.
Yeah, I think I need that little push of wait, this is all I had to do right here.
Yep. I got you, man. No worries.
Cheffy, I saw on, I think it's Twitter, that you're an affiliate with a company. Is that true?
Yeah. I got a couple. So next step in my little path is I want to be a brand's collab manager on Facebook, which is basically where the company sponsor me. I push their product out, kind of like everybody help everybody, kind of thing. Like, hey, I'm helping you push your stuff out. You're helping me by I got, a nice hat or, shirt or whatever. And, everybody can get a little discount if they, whatever. So I got a couple. Empire Jerky is one. Amazing jerky. Just the most fantabulous jerky I've ever had. Flavor wise, definitely on point. Empire or Juju Energy. I know you guys heard of Sneak, Juju, all the little powder energy ones.
Yeah.
Definitely. I definitely like Juju. I tried Sneak. They got that little chalky stuff. So Juju was pushing it, and I was like, yeah, I like it. I like Juju. And then the microphone I got here, Fifine is the brand. And then I feel like I'm just rattling off them. And then I got CLX Gaming, which is my computer maker.
How'd you get these? You reached out to the companies, or?
So Juju reached out to me. The other three I reached out to. One of them, Empire Jerky, I kind of knew him through another streamer, the guy who owns the company. So that was like a networking kind of thing. Juju reached out to me. I guess they had seen, first time I ever saw them, they were in one of my chats when I was live streaming a cooking thing, and somebody had posted my page or my live stream to one of those those things where people would jump to somebody selling stuff and try to buy their couch or something like that.
Okay.
So it was one of those joke groups. So all of a sudden I had 300 people in my live chat trying to buy my refrigerator. And I was just playing along with it, joking back and forth with all these dudes. And I saw Juju in there, and they were the only thing they posted was the emoji with the eyebrow up, what the hell's going on? And that was it. And then a week later they emailed me asking about it. So yeah, and the other ones I reached out to. So
nice. And then, so I know you mentioned it. So partnering on Facebook, are you more or less? Are you there? Are you going to get there? Or what's the requirements for that?
The requirements are a lot more than I have, and I don't know how they do partner thing. That's more of an algorithm and a kind of they look at your stream as a whole, look at all your numbers, look at the kind of personality you have, I guess. and they, make that decision there. I don't think I'm there yet. I didn't think I'm be where I am right now. So, I mean, this is all new for me. I'm one of those take it in stride kind of guys. Yeah. So, as it comes, I'm going to take it and roll with the punches. So, definitely, I think it's a goal. It's not something I'm super focused on because I don't. That's not where I want to go. Like I do like the gaming and streaming on Facebook, but as I said before, like I'm trying to take this beyond to a bigger level. So
nice. Well, Cheffy, we appreciate it, man. Do you have anything else?
Cheffy, why don't you plug all your socials here so everyone can find you, look you up, check you out?
Yeah, no worries. You guys can catch me on Twitter at CheffyB2. I got to find the original and take it back. And then on Facebook, fb.gg/CheffyB85. You guys can check me out there. And on this podcast.
Hey.
Yeah. We'll make sure to include all your socials and any links or anything we post. So don't worry about that.
Awesome.
Cheffy, you're definitely be on the radar. I know for me and Juan, we'll be checking you out, keeping up to date with you.
I enjoyed this, and hopefully we can do it again sometime in the future. Like you said, hopefully over time we'll see where the path has led us.
Exactly. Yeah. So once again, thank you, CheffyB, for being here. Juan, in closing, are there any new updates for the show? Anything that's changed since last episode?
Nothing too crazy. We actually are now listed on Overcast, Pocket Cast, Castro, and Castbox.
Okay, so that was in addition to last week's episode, right?
Correct.
All right. What does that bring our total of platforms we're listed on?
We are on 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 platforms now.
Listen, guys, so if you can't find us on something, I don't know. I think it's a problem on your end, but still, if there's another platform that you want us to be on, let us know. We're still waiting to hear back from Alexa and Pandora, right?
Yeah. I don't know what's going on. They're really slow to responding.
Yeah, either they don't like us or I don't know. But long story short, we're still waiting to hear back from them, and I think that's it, right, Juan? Nothing else changed.
No, that's all. I mean, you could say 11 if we count YouTube, but hey, who's counting? Not me.
I'm actually counting. Awkward.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, guys, I think that's going to do it for the episode. Once again, my name is Nick.
And I'm Los.
And we'll catch you in the next episode, guys.
Peace out.